Okay, so this is my 5th video about China, teaching English in China, and this video is going to be dedicated to girls. Girls. Because when I went to China, I had no intention of having a Chinese girlfriend. All I wanted to do was enjoy the experience of living in China. Not as easy as you'd think. So when I first got to my school, as I said, Su Juan, the deputy head, was giving me English lessons. Very quickly the vibe came over that she wanted to have a boyfriend, and that boyfriend would be me. Little did I know at that time that she was already engaged to another Chinese guy who was teaching at a different school, who I'd never met. And yeah, she invited me around to her apartment to do karaoke. We did slow dance and all weird stuff was going on. And then someone tipped me off that she had this fiance. And number one, I didn't want a girlfriend. And number two, when I found out she was already engaged to get married, I was like, no, I'm out of here, gone. So bang, that's number one, done and gone. Number two, I was at a nightclub a few weeks in, maybe 2 months in, having a really good time at Mai Gao Mei, MGM nightclub. And I used to enjoy going out dancing with a girl, and we got up on a podium. There were two of us, and she was really nice. She had like these short shorts on and this tight top and a baseball cap. She looked like my type. I'm having a great time dancing at this nightclub. And then she said, oh, let's go outside, because we were in this main dance floor, and we went out into where there's a shop and some quiet spaces. And she said, you buy me teddy bear? And I was like, what? Teddy bear? And she took me into this shop where they had all these gifts and teddy bears and stuff, and she picked down the biggest teddy bear. Yeah, so we're in this teddy bear shop, or this gift shop, and she's asking me to buy this teddy bear. And she's walked up to this rack of teddy bears. She's pulled down this huge one, which is £100, $200. I'm like, what are you doing? I've been out drinking all night, but it's clicked over very quickly. This girl's working. I think she's working for the club. She might be a freelance prostitute or something like that. She'll get 50% of a teddy bear. The club will get 50%. And then if she takes me home, she'll want something else. And I was like, oh my god, I've got to get out of here. So I did. It was late anyway. It was like 2 a.m. and I was tired, and it kind of killed the night. Went down in the elevator about 3 floors, hailed a taxi, and saw she followed me. So I was like, oh god. So I walked right up the street to get a taxi, and she kept following me, and I was just like throwing up my hand. No, I don't need it. Anyway, she went, and a bit disappointed. She was really nice, really good looking girl, and had a good time. And then it was like a girl from the teaching agency, Terry. She liked me. We used to do movie nights together. I think she wanted to be my girlfriend as well. Again, it was just, Terry was great. I loved Terry, but I just didn't want a girlfriend. Another girl from the same school, but who was teaching in Dujianyan at the main school, came over a couple of times for movie nights as well. She was a serious Christian, like had to tell her parents where she was all the time and stuff. And again, I didn't get a vibe that I wanted, even if I wanted someone to change my mind to having a girlfriend. She wasn't it, so she was gone. Probably the best. Oh no, there's another one. Army police general's daughter. Someone hooked me up on this date. I told them again I don't want a girlfriend, but they hooked me up anyway and said, go out with this girl, you'll have a good time. She was at university at the time, so I went to her university. It took about an hour to get there. Then we went to the bar to meet her friends. It took another hour to get there. All males, I think, all male friends. And it was overlooking the river, quite a nice place. But literally 10 minutes in, she was like, I'm sick. I think I need to go home. I was like, are you serious? We've been here like 10 minutes. I mean, people do get sick, but I was like, this is why I don't want a girlfriend. So bang, gone. And then maybe the best one of all, not necessarily the best, but I'd been studying philosophy, like I said in one of my previous videos, and I went to a coffee shop on Trenchy Loo to study every few days, and it was beautiful. Trenchy Loo's like the main street, and we were one floor up looking down on it, and the manager offered to give me free coffee and cake if I'd teach the staff English, so I did, and that went on for a few weeks, and then one of the girls asked me out on a date, or to go out for dinner and coffee at the weekend, and we went out, and yeah, at the end I said, nice to meet you, it was very good, yeah, maybe we'll see each other again. And I was thinking, nah. But 2 days later she called me and said, oh, you don't want to be my boyfriend, I'm gonna kill myself. I was like, don't kill yourself. I was like, went out, we had a nice time, but it's not you, I just don't want a girlfriend. And that was the last of that. But yeah. And also by this point, I'd seen the two Simons from my teaching agency had girlfriends, and their experiences, I'd watched them, and we'd go out together and with their girlfriends, and I can still picture it in my mind. One of the first nights we went out as a group, walking down the street about to catch the bus into town, and a massive argument between one of the guys and his girlfriend, and I just stood there smiling and shaking my head and thinking, this is why I'm so happy not to be looking for a girlfriend, and happy just to be enjoying the experience. And I think at the start you definitely should. Just don't get into a relationship off the bat. Enjoy the experience for 6 months or so, and then later if you want a girlfriend and things spark off, then start a relationship. But it gets very serious very fast. They want to get married super quick. Su Juen, who I mentioned before, had been playing me actually. What she'd done, she looked at me, a foreigner, and said to herself, oh, I'll try this foreigner guy because I might be able to get abroad if I marry him, and if he doesn't want me I'll go back to my fiancé. And I found that quite disgusting, but that's how it worked anyway. So no girlfriend in China for me, and I had a great time. So you don't need a girlfriend in China to enjoy the experience. Oh, and the final thing I'll say on girls, which is if you know China and you know how it works, you'll be familiar with it already. If you're not, there aren't casual relationships in China so much. Basically, if you meet a girl and you start dating, very, very, very quickly you're expected to talk about marriage and having children and settling down together. It's not the same as the West, where you can casually date and then decide how you want to proceed. You'll very quickly be taken to meet the parents, and the expectation now in China is that you'll have a house, you'll have a car, and you'll have a way of providing not just for your wife but also for her family. A bit similar to Thailand in some ways, but it happens very fast. One of the Simons, I think one of his first girlfriends had taken him very quickly to meet the parents, and they were like, when are you getting married? Like, when you're getting engaged, when you're getting married. So be careful there. Like I say, try and enjoy it. All that said, there was one guy called Joe from Nigeria, and he was with our teaching agency, spoke fluent Chinese, used to come in at the weekends, and he had a series of casual relationships, but that's very rare in China. If you start dating a woman, you will be expected in 95% of cases to get married, meet the family, and get serious very quickly. So just to let you know, as I said before, enjoy your time, you'll have a great time, but relationships are not so easy in China, especially casual ones. Be warned. Might have to buy a big teddy bear otherwise.